We try to have as much as possible in common. I mean, we share dinners, but not as a rule. But when it happens, it happens. And lately it has been very often, maybe 4 or 5 days a week. But it's also accepted to withdraw, to have your private life. So even if we have a common dinner, we can go and just fetch the food and go in our own house. So I mean, to be together, it's an option. You don't have to be. So and we have parties and celebrations and birthdays and a lot of those things together. So it's a lot of places to meet, and also to meet just outside on the farm, out in the garden, or yeah. Sometimes we have to make some hard decision, for example, to throw one of the members out. So it has been up and down. I think now it has developed for so many years, and we are still some of the old people here who have all the experience. So when we meet new challenges, we solve them quite easy, and also the conflict is not so big anymore, because we solve them in an early stage. We have different kinds of techniques, like the talking sticks. It's a lot of use. You just use something, a stick, and you send it around, and the one who has the stick is the one to speak. But you also have the options to put down the talking stick, and then have a free discussion. But then he decide when it's going to stop, and he talk more or send it further. Yeah, and we sit in a circle, and that means that you have to hear maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people before you yourself can speak, and then you have heard a lot of meanings and yeah, options on that. So that is a very good method, and easy method to use, because when you send this stick around maybe 4 or 5 rounds, then the conflict very often seems to have disappeared. And then it's maybe only down to some practical problems that is easy to solve. We try to make as much food as possible. Up till now, we have made our own dinkel or spelt, and potatoes and carrots and basic food. This year is the first year that the gardening has. We're trying to privatize it, and it looks good because it starts to develop a kind of competition out there. And also we this year have some food, meat production, because we have both vegetarians and also people who eat meat. And we also try in the shop to buy things not in the small packages but in the big ones, so we try to save some of this paper and plastic. And that also, we try to reduce the cost of living, because when you are a slave of the bank, you just have to work a lot, and when you work a lot you get frustrated because you are not together and you don't relax enough, and then you have to go out and drink or shop or do whatever people do. So if you can reduce the cost of living, you can take it more easy. It's local exchange trading system. It started in England, but it has spread around the world. And it's just if I need a camera team, I have some friends doing that, and you need someone doing your gardening, and we just change it. But we can also change it with another neighbor, so we make a kind of alternative money. So I pay you some lets. And you can go to another one and buy a massage or whatever you need. And it also develops the people's skills, and they can see that what they know and their skills is something it's valued, and not only the profession. I think maybe that's the best part of this eco-village, because all the children is running from one family to another, and they will find a lot of role models amongst the grown-ups, and also they will have a lot of training in social skills between themselves. I mean, solving conflicts and yeah. So it's very good, and it's also good to be a father of 5, because I very seldom see the whole bunch of them at one time, because they are out somewhere playing with some others. And also, if I'm really tired, I can ask a neighbor of watching my kids and go out alone or with my wife. We try not to be fanatical about it. Just an example from the beginning, we had some people that were maybe more fanatical about the ecological aspect of this project, and they wanted to look after the other members of the project and wanted to see what they had bought, and we just call them eco-crime. And we just made a lot of laughs about it, and it stopped. Maybe everything we are doing is not perfect, but we are trying. And I just thought that if everyone is doing this, then the world will look otherwise. So I think it would be good for most people, and especially for a small village like this, and small villages or societies in the cities or everything, to use some of the ideas, just to be together. It makes the life so much richer.